What's up, guys? It's Mateo from Conquered Leads here, and this is cold email versus cold calling, the pros and cons. So, cold email and cold calling, they're quite different things. However, they both serve the same purpose, which is generating leads, right? And both of them have all these factors here. So, setup, deliverability, well, for cold calling, that's like phone health, list building, script writing, offer creation, and the follow-ups. So, let's do pros of cold email first. So the pros are it's less intrusive. So basically you're sending an email to someone who probably gets emailed all the time, and it's less friction than calling someone up and actually wasting their time, right? Also, it's easy to find emails and it's quite cheap as well. Easy setup and cheap as well. So you could probably build a list of emails for like 10,000 emails for just a couple $100 at most. In terms of the setup and to actually run the cold email system, you can buy domains, email accounts, automation tools, sending tools for just a couple $100 a month maximum. So you can copy and paste templates. These are like your follow-up templates that are proven to work if you got a proven system. And yeah, basically copy and paste that every single time to every single email reply you get. That way you're keeping the process the same and it's a lot more predictable, right? Also, cold email is a lot more scalable. You can send, there's no one stopping you from sending 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 emails per day, right? And you could probably manage, one person could probably manage 50,000 emails per day as an example. Because yeah, if you're using the sending tool that automates most of it, all you need is one person to do that. And yeah, it's a low initial effort. You just need to set it up and watch your email send and just reply accordingly. So in terms of cons for cold email compared to cold calling, it's a lot lower engagement and a lot lower conversion rate. So you're probably going to get like a 5% reply rate. In terms of conversion rate, even less, because of the people who reply, probably 10% are going to be positive replies, and then less than 50% of those would book a call with you. So, yeah. So, in terms of cold calling, the pros, you can handle real-time responses. So, if you're on the phone with someone, you're literally, if you were to do that on email, that's like doing it, sending back and forth 30 to 40 emails, all in the span of 5 minutes over a phone call, right? Also, it's a lot higher engagement. I think the industry average is around 15% for B2B, 15% connect rate. So that's if someone picks up the phone. And of that 15%, it's a lot higher conversion rate to book them in a call because, yeah, if you got a proven offer and you're with them on the phone, you can handle the objections in real time, and it's a lot easier to book a call than cold email. So in terms of cons, it requires more effort and training. So that's pretty obvious because, you're actually speaking on the phone with these people. You can't hide behind a screen. You have to think on the spot and not to handle the objections as well, specific to their circumstance, right? It's higher initial energy because, instead of typing responses or even copy and pasting follow-up responses, you actually have to dial the phone and speak with your mouth, right? Also, the costs add up with cold calling. If you're using tools like Twilio or Just Call, you're paying per minute, whether that's inbound and outbound. So if you're doing like 100 dials a day, even more, the costs do add up. And yeah, another con is you need to master communication and tonality, because if you suck at communicating and you don't know how to speak properly and speak well, that will definitely affect your cold calling ability. On top of that, yeah, if your English isn't the best, people are most likely to think you're a scam. That's just the harsh reality. Whereas in cold email, literally English can be your second language, and you can hide behind a screen and just type out emails for someone else, and it will be good, right? And the last con here is that it's more intrusive than cold email because, you're wasting people's time out of their days. If they're if you're cold emailing someone, they can leave it unread. They can choose not to open it. I mean, I guess you can say the same for cold calling, like they can choose not to answer the phone. But most of the time, they'll think it's a client or someone in their network. And yeah, they get pissed off when you call them. And they're more likely to take action in reporting you than they are for a cold email. So yeah, in terms of my overall thoughts, I think you should do cold email if you're starting out and you don't really have a proven offer just yet. You're not really doing 6 figures a year. And yeah, it's a lot easier to start with cold email because it's scalable and you're doing market research in real time. So I think you should do cold calling, like outbound cold calling, if you're already doing cold email and have a proven offer and it works and you're just trying to reach people through a different channel, right? But my actual advice here is to do both. So you want to warm call your positive replies from cold email, and that basically eliminates all the cons of cold calling that I mentioned before. Because they're warm, it's less intrusive because they're already positively replied, right? You're not really spending all this money on the phones because you're barely dialing, only a couple a day. And yeah, like it's less initial energy. It's a lot easier to qualify leads and to book them in once they're already shown intent through the cold email. So it's a win-win for everything. Yeah, so you save time and money by warm calling your positive replies. But yeah, I would do cold email if you're starting out. And if you already have a proven offer and you're already running cold email and successful in it, then you should start outbound cold calling as well. And if you can afford it, obviously. Yeah, so that's it for the video. Hope you found it valuable. And that's it. Peace.